Hey, how's it going? So this is a very, very unscripted, very impromptu. I'm going to talk about this movie I just watched with my dad. It's called Chappie. Chappie. There's a camera somewhere I should be looking at, but you know. Anyways, so here's the basic rundown of the movie. So, a nerd works at a security/robotics company, and he developed a robot that the police are using to patrol the streets and conduct, I'm assuming, ethical raids. This is all in South Africa. He develops an AI program that's actually conscious, and he takes a broken robot. He took an RPG missile to the chest, and he shoves the program into the robot, and it starts learning. But some dudes kidnap him, and the robot. And the dudes are criminals, so there's two guys and one lady criminal. And they teach him how to talk and shit. And then they teach him how to be a gangster. But then the robot is defective. His battery is fused to his casing from the RPG shot. And so now the robot is going to die. But the robot gets the AI transferred into a new body. And the nerd guy gets a robot body too. And also, this whole time that's going on, there's an evil Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. He's a dick, and he's evil, and he pilots the Metal Gear to try and stop Chappie, and he fails because he's evil. The robot hunts down evil Wolverine and beats the shit out of him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he kills him. And so the nerd robot and the robot live on, and evil Wolverine probably goes to jail, or is dead. And the lady and the other guy died. And the main criminal is alive still, and they upload the lady's consciousness into a specially made femme robot, and that's the movie, basically, in an out-of-sequence nutshell. So, it was very interesting. It had a bit of a slow start with really kind of shitty editing, where it's just like any run-of-the-mill action movie where there's just so much shit going on, such crazy fucking editing, you can't actually tell what the fuck's happening. So, that's cool. I didn't really like any of the characters at first. I mean, I kind of still don't. The main protagonist is a bad guy, and he's kind of a huge dick. The main female protagonist is also a bad guy, and she's kind of annoying. And then the one cool guy, who's also a criminal, and not like the secondary protagonist, he gets ripped in half. So he's dead. He doesn't get a robot body. Let's see, what did I write down for notes? There was a scene where evil Wolverine, takes the nerd guy's head and slams it on the table, points a gun at his face, and he's like, give me this thing I want that I know you don't have clearance to give me. Ha ha, it's a joke. It's a prank. Go back to work, everyone. He's a dick. It's so out of character, even though it turns out he's the bad guy, which still, even for a bad guy, and you're in an office setting, you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, let me just fucking pull out a gun in an office setting. It's a prank. Even for a bad guy, that's bad. But it's really cool because it hits on a whole bunch of levels of existentialism, if I can say that right. You know, what is consciousness and all that such. And then they, obviously, as I've so eloquently already touched upon, it touches upon the idea of taking your consciousness and putting it into a robot. Twice. So that's pretty cool. What else did I write? There's dog fighting. I didn't like that. That was sad. Although I get the thing. They were trying to tell the robot. They were like, "Do you want to be this dog? This dog's dead. Or you want to be that dog?" The robot's like, "I want that one." You know. The guy who made him, the nerd guy, he was like, "I'm your maker. You have to promise me you're not going to do anything for these guys. You're not going to..." It's kind of backwards because he was like, and they turned it around on him, which is good. Because he was telling the robot, he's like, "You can't let anyone tell you you can't do something. And also you can't do criminal stuff." And then later on in the movie, it was like, "You told me to not let people tell me that I can't do stuff. And you're telling me that I can't do criminal stuff. And you can't tell me that I can't do criminal stuff. I'm going to do criminal stuff." In a nutshell. So, let's see. Oh, right. So he was, throwing ninja stars at people. because he couldn't use guns. So he's like, they were like, no, you're not gonna kill him. You're just gonna put him to sleep. And he's like, those guys need to go to sleep. Go to sleep now. You go to sleep. Sleepy weepy time. The guy's like, don't kill me, please. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna sleep. Runs off. I swear to God, there was so much funny dialogue. It went from like weird, crazy, coked up action film to fucking comedy in like 3 seconds. That's awesome. The robot that evil Wolverine was piloting, he's like in a chair, just in a chair, sitting in a chair with a little VR headset on and some joystick controls and a keyboard. And he's piloting what they called Moose, which is an can I switch? Can I switch this? Okay, no, I can't switch the rear camera. I'm just gonna turn around real quick. Son of a fucking bitch! I spilled that on my laptop, so that's cool. So anyways, before I freak out over possibly lose my laptop and all my save data and everything, let's finish this very impromptu overview, review / whatever the fuck I want to call it of Chappie, because it was a very interesting movie. Final rating. If I were to rate Chappie, I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. Which is, I don't think, being too generous, because for a movie with robots, consciousness among robots, transference of consciousness, created consciousness, and also pre-existing consciousness to robot, like, part of that? I don't know. That's really cool. Okay. Where's the camera? It's right there. So, okay, so what I gave? I gave it a slow start, because it did. It took It took a pretty long time for the movie to kick into gear to where I was like, okay, I'm invested into this now. I want to see this go on, much like the review should. It's got a really cool premise, because there's robots. That's always cool. It's very interesting. It is. There's annoying characters, so yeah, some of them are pretty annoying, like me. And also, there's no Ryan Reynolds penis, like Deadpool. So, it wasn't so bad that I'd have to rate it a no Ryan Reynolds penis out of 10. But it is a very, very important thing to know. And also, there's not even any Wolverine penis. There's no evil Wolverine junk. And there's not even any Chappie penis. So, take that for what you will. And I am officially terrified to let my laptop shut down. Someone's asked me who produced this. I don't fucking know who produced this. I didn't do any research for this. I just wanted to pull my camera out and talk about it because it's fucking funny. 2015 American science film. Neil Blomkamp. The screenplay. Terry blah blah. Sharito Copley, Dev Patel, Jose Pablo Cantillo, Sigourney Weaver, Hugh Jackman, and Watkin Tudor Jones, aka Ninja, and Yolandi Vincier of the South African Zeph rap rave group. Oh, no fucking wonder. They must have done all the... Alright, well. Yeah, that's another thing. Very interesting choice of soundtrack. Maybe wouldn't have been my first choice. Wasn't bad. That's the guy's actual name is Ninja? Are you fucking serious? Yolandi is her actual name. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to read all that. What? 20 million rand? Oh, like Nostalgia Ninja uses. Cool. Alright, well there you go. Oh yeah, who made this? Neil Blomkamp. Neil Simon, based on a book by the same guy. There you go. It had a budget of $49 million and made a $102 million box office income. Interesting. Well, there you go. That's 6 minutes more than I wanted to give for goddamn Chappie. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no credits. I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing shit. We're done here.